let's talk about the IRS coming after the gig worker. Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah,
And if
this
you
came
didn't
a
know
couple.
this, if you don't know that taxes are coming, then you really do need to know. Because
Yeah,
Uncle Sam is going to get his money no matter what.
well, yeah, but this is kind of not nerve-wracking, but this is, I mean, go after somebody else. You could say, I'm sure we're gonna, a lot of people in the chat are going to say that. This is in Seattle, Washington State, and um, it started there. But my point is, I'm actually in touch with a driver from Portland, Oregon at the moment. So you guys know, he was audited by the, so in California, we have franchise tax board. Every state has their own, state tax board or whatever it's called. In California, it's called franchise tax board. In Oregon, it's Oregon Revenue Service. He's getting audited for the last 3 years. And what he's going through is hell, Chris. Okay. He's not
They don't
getting,
mess around.
he's not going through a federal audit. He's going through a state audit, and they're asking him some shit that he doesn't have. So we're going to make some, articles about that and show you what he's going through. But when I read this, I remembered him. And look, you guys need to get this is a business. This is not a joke. This is not, a lot of you drive it and then estimate at the end of the year. You don't, keep track of your mileage, and then you just tell your accountant, or if you're doing your own taxes, I drove 80,000 miles this year. If you get audited, you need to present all this stuff to either the IRS or your franchise tax board equal in your state. Don't take this lightly. They will come after you. And then I don't know if you have the money to pay the back taxes, because by the time they audit you, by the time the interest and penalties get accumulated, you're in a whole world of shit as it is. Okay. So yeah, court authorized IRS to seek identities of gig economy workers on Just Answer platform. This Just Answer platform is out of business now. However, between 2017 and 2020, they had plenty of gig workers working for them, and I guess those gig workers, maybe they were not sent to 1099s. They did not report their income to when they were filing the taxes, and now IRS is going to go after it. And on the next screenshot, there is one more that I had sent you. Is there one more? Yeah. Just enter. So IRS targets gig economy tax compliance. So, but this is not just about Uber drivers, but this is Just Answer was like a gig platform, let's say. You need to keep your record straight. You need to, well, first of all, you need to keep your record straight just to know if you're a profitable driver or not, period. Okay. And because if you're not, there's no sense in keep doing what you're doing for a cash flow or turning your car into an ATM. But I am, we need to do a little bit more on this, Chris, actually, this year. A little bit more education, a little bit more cost per mile, a little bit more how to figure, out if you're a profitable driver or not. Because I really think a lot of people ignore this. I'm sure in the chat there are a bunch of people who do really keep track of their expenses. But you have a lot of write-offs. You need to take advantage of all the stuff. Don't just, some of you may not even know that should you take the standard mileage deduction or should you take the itemized deduction? You guys need to treat this as a business, okay? And there are apps, there are third-party apps that can help you with that. Some of them are free, some of them are not, but at least keep track of your mileage, because that is your biggest deduction. From what I know, I think this year is 67 cents a mile. And
it's, from what I heard, I believe it went up to 70 cents a mile for
did
this
it?
year.
Okay.
Yeah, for 25.
Right. Yeah.
You double check.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, they are sending. I mean, Mike Smith said it correctly. All the gig companies, Uber, Lyft, Doordash, everybody, they're sending all your information to the IRS. You don't want to get audited by the IRS.
Yep.
Trust me, you do not. Okay.
So 2025 mileage rate is 70 cents a mile.
There you go. That's a lot. But don't do it like, say, okay, I'm estimating, I'm guessing that it's.
No, you need an actual tracker.
Yeah. And
I mean, you could use a notebook, but that's Why would you write that down? There's
Well,
no
I'll
point
give you a
writing a
hint
notebook.
of okay. I'll give you a hint of what the Portland driver is going through. He was using Mile IQ. He presented that data to the state revenue board. They said, no. We need each trip starting and ending point data from you. Think about it.
That's
Who has
insane.
that? Who has that? He's in like a world of hurt. And they presented him with a $9,000 bill.
Whew.
Hey, who has that $9,000 to pay? I mean, you got to first of all battle, and God knows what's going to happen to that man. But so don't take it lightly. Don't, please don't. And
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah, there's definitely some apps out there. Gridwise, Solo are good ones that we do recommend. We do like Solo because it's got a lot more expense tracking and also tax tracking, so you can see what you may need to have ready for taxes. So it's
Yep.
definitely a nice all-in-one app when it comes to that. I mean, if you have your own business, you're probably using QuickBooks, right? So you're keeping track of all your expenses, all your payments, everything. So it's all nice and simple and easy. You're putting it all in one little platform, which is QuickBooks. All businesses use it. There might be other ones out there, but QuickBooks is probably the most well-known and the widely used because it's integrated into pretty much every single thing, whether it's a CRM, whether it's, one-off things, whatever it might be. You need something that will also do the same thing for you as a driver. And yes, something like Solo is a great thing for that.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, thanks for watching. That short little clip was from our live stream, Show Me the Money Club with Sergio and myself, Tuesdays, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. Make sure you subscribe, turn on all notifications so you'll be notified when we go live, as well as all of our awesome content. Make sure to check out this video right here, which will take you to the entire live stream, or check out this video right there. All right, drive smart, everyone.